Long time no see, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have decided to do my makeup, my usual full face of makeup routine, and film it because why not? I've been wanting to get content out there but I haven't known what to film, so I film my makeup. So I'm just gonna put my hair back because we're gonna start with foundation. Just using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. I always sort of swipe it around my face first and then I'll blend it just so it distributes a little bit more easily. I've found that that works for me. Spread it out like this. And then whatever's on the back of my hand, I'll just go right in with my beauty blender again. When I watch back on this footage, I'm probably going to crack up at my facial expressions. It's always weird to watch yourself doing something that you don't usually really pay any mind to. Like when I made my first makeup reel on Instagram and I watched it back, I almost didn't want to post it because the facial expressions I make half the time are terrible. Next I'm going in with concealer. I use the Pro Conceal by Eyeshadow. This has been a favourite of mine for years since I first started playing around with makeup. So I only place it near my inner corner and outer corner because I don't want the thick white band under my eyes. I also put it down the bridge of my nose, across on the center of my forehead and on my chin. This concealer is really thick. You do not need a lot at all. I feel like I applied too much because it's a little bit hard to blend out. Also, make sure you moisturize thoroughly or apply any serums before you do heavy makeup. I find it blends so much easier. For powder, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Face Powder. I am going to focus it on my eyelids as well because that area tends to get a little more oily for me, and since we are applying eyeshadow, I want it to be nice and matte. My face does look pretty plain and has no dimension to it right now, but we're going to put the dimension back in with contour, bronzer, highlight and all of that, so it will all come together in the end. This is just how I do my makeup when I'm going out or when I want a full face on. I tend to do everything in sort of a weird order. So after my foundation, my concealer and powder, it is time for me to do my eyeshadow. This can come off now. I can't take myself seriously with it. This is the base of the look, so it's a nice orange colour. Nice and warm for summer, and it complements my skin tone, I feel. So a tip I do is when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I always drag it in my inner corner and down on the bridge of my nose, so it acts as my nose contour as well. Again, the same thing. I'll pack it on my lid, blend it to the outer corner. I'll bring it into the inner corner and down the bridge of my nose. So you can already see my nose is sort of contoured already from that. Now I'm taking a thinner, harder brush and I'm going to use this dark brown here. And I'm going to focus on my outer corner and drag it out. And then what I do is I'll just pack it like so, almost creating an eyeshadow wing. And again, with the excess, we will drag it into the inner corner and down. As you can see, the eyes have already been drawn out by that, so we have that fox eye illusion. Now we're gonna do eyeliner. I suck at it. It's always a hit or miss, and I feel like I'm gonna muck it up on camera. So basically all I do is I follow the eyeshadow wing I made, and then I also put just a little, like a tiny line in my inner corner to, again, that one's okay. That turned out, that's probably the best one I've done in a long time. Okay, now for the other eye, they won't match. They never match. Ah, it looks so weird. Okay, they're a little bit off. Okay, I'm just going to stop there because if I do any more, I'm going to completely ruin it. Using that tapered brush we used for that outer corner shadow, I'm just going to use the remaining product and drag it across my lower lash line. I'm going to use mascara. I'm just using a Wet n Wild mascara. I don't really mind what mascaras I use. Now this is going to look really funny. I'm trying really hard not to pull the face right now. I always drag the mascara down on top of my lashes as well because it makes them thicker. You can't do this with all mascaras because some mascaras will just make your lashes too clumpy. With this one I can get away with it. You just find out by trial and error, obviously. Okay, now bronzer. I do it quite quickly as well because I've noticed if I do it too slowly I'll overthink it and then I'll make them way too bushy. I'll always start on the corner of my top lip and then I'll bring it in. Okay, so for lipstick I'm using this Sephora one in the shade Matte 08. I'm just going to dab it on my lips. I'm not going to paint it on. Oh, it's not great, can be worked on. I really like how the colours came together though. This is basically the structure I follow all the time, every single time when I'm doing my makeup. Please subscribe and like this video and I will see you next time.